Hello students, good morning. Welcome back to EVS class of Standard 5. Today you are going to learn about the new topic natural resources. Let us get to know what is meant by a resource first. A resource are the things that we get from earth which supports our life. So those resources are available in natural. Now, in this session, we are going to learn about the natural resources and which support our life. Let us move on to the session and get to know what are the objectives that you will be learning in this session. So, the objectives to be covered in this session are what is meant by a natural resource, the types of natural resources. The types of natural resources are classified as renewable and non-renewable resources. Let's move on to the session. Natural resources. So you see many things that occur naturally on earth, isn't it students? Such as water, air, soil, mineral, plant, animal. So these are the things are called as natural resources. These materials which are naturally found on earth support the life of mankind. And also, these resources are necessary for all living organisms. They are the most valuable things in the progress of mankind. Without air, we cannot survive. Without water, we cannot survive. So, all these natural resources are important to our life. Now, let's solve the riddle which is given in your textbook. Page number is 60. Solve the following riddle to identify natural resources. You can't live without me. Every plant, tree, animal needs me. Nobody can see me. What is it, students? Yes, it is air. I occupy major portion of earth. I satisfy all your thirst. I make animal, tree, and plant cool. So, which satisfy all our thirst, students? It is water. I let you live on me. I help to grow plant and tree. I support all life on me. So, who are my students? Yes, it is earth. The first 5 riddles I will be solving, and the next 2 riddles you are going to solve it. The fourth riddle, I give fruit and nut. I spread cooling shades. No life without me. Which spread cooling shades, student? Yes, it is trees. Vehicles like bus, lorry and car use me to run. Took thousands of years to form me. From underneath the soil you extract me. So what we extract from underneath the soil, student? Diesel or petrol. Now let us get to know what are the types of natural resources. The natural resources are generally classified as renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resource. A renewable resource is one that can be used repeatedly and which has endless supply are called as the renewable resources. For example, the resources like solar energy, air, water, soil, forest, etc. are available in nature in spite of their usage. So, which will give the endless supply is called as the renewable resource. It will not get over or it will not get exhaust. Since these are continuously available over the period of human life, these resources are called as the renewable resources. Non-renewable resource. The resource which get run out of continuous usage are called as the non-renewable resources. For example, the resources like coal, petrol, diesel and natural gas will run out due to their continuous usage. Such resources cannot be renewed. So those kind of resources are called as the non-renewable resource. We have learned about the types of natural resources such as renewable and non-renewable resource. Now let us get to know in detail about the renewable resources. Solar energy. Energy means the ability to do some sort of work. Energy exists in different forms. Now you're going to learn about the solar energy. Solar means the sun. Solar energy means the energy that is obtained from the sun. Every day the earth receives huge amount of energy from the sun. So, as I told you, we get energy from the sun. So, sun is the main source of heat and light to the earth. We get light and heat from the sun. In first lesson, you have got to know that plants prepare their own food by using the solar energy. Such kind of a process is called as the photosynthesis. Sun is the main source of all life in the earth. Using solar energy, there are many things that have been done like solar electricity, solar battery, solar water heating, solar ventilation, solar lighting, portable solar, solar transportation, and solar powered satellite. There are also many activities that have been done using the solar energy. You will be learning more about the solar energy in the unit Amazing Energy. Air and water are also the natural resource, and you will be learning in the next units. Now, let's get to know about the other natural resource, soil. Soil is the essential part of nature, and it is the topmost layer of the earth which is visible to us. Soil is also the renewable resource, and we walk on soil, we live on soil, and it is necessary for the growth of plants. You have already known that plants get water, salt, and required minerals from the soil, and they prepare their own food from soil. Let us get to know about the crust. Outermost rocky layer of the earth is called as crust. The soil is the thin top layer of the crust which contains of mineral and organic substance. It takes almost 500 to 1500 years for the formation of about 3 centimeter of soil. The soils are formed by the weathering of rocks by flowing water, blowing wind, and other organisms. The outer rocky layer is called as the crust. So now you got to know how the soils have been formed. Thousands of years ago, there was only water and the rocks. Due to wind and water flow, the rocks got withered and it formed as the soil. Forest is also known as the natural resource which gives us fruit, flower, medicine value things. Forests are the essential for the life on earth. It is the natural habitat of wild animal and bird. They provide the necessary food to animals and many useful materials to human beings. They provide places for the recreation and it is the shelter for the tribal. Forest prevents the soil erosion. The trees give out oxygen and increase the quantity in the atmosphere. Such kind of valuable forests are being destroyed for the purpose of urbanization, industrialization, construction of dams, and etc. We should not forget that forest is the essential thing for us. Now let us get to know how destruction of forest will affect human life. Forests are being destroyed and degraded at alarming rates. The deforestation comes in many forms including fires, clear cutting for agriculture, logging for timber, and many other things. This impacts people's livelihood and threatens a wide range of plant and animal species. So, we must not forget that destruction of forest is destruction of life. Now, let us get to know about the conservation of forest. Conservation of forest. Forest conservation is the practice of planting and maintaining forested areas for the benefit and sustainability of the future generation. So, we must conserve the forest by restricting unnecessary felling of trees, proper tree planting, proper usage of forest products, and cutting down the tree branches. And also, we have to avoid the forest fire. Forests are the vital for human life because they provide a diverse range of resource. Now, let us get to know why conservation of forest is important. The importance of forest cannot be underestimated. We depend on forest for our survival. Forests also offer watershed protection and prevents the soil erosion and also mitigate the climate change. Over 2 billion people rely on forests. The forests provide us clean water for drinking. So, conservation of forest is more important. Once Gandhiji has said that nature has enough for everybody needs but not for everybody's greed. Hence, preservation and development of forests should be our first priority. Students, this is all about today's class. In next class, you will be learning about the measures that are being taken by the government for conservation of forests, and also you will be getting to know in detail about the non-renewable resources. Until we meet in next class, keep learning the concepts that have been taught to you.